All right, what's up, guys? My name's Jake, back again. If you don't know, you know, one of my favorite t-shirts was a gift, very special gift for me. I love this shirt. So, if you don't know Game of Thrones, come on. Today, I am a little tired. Again, it's a kind of a late video for me. I've been up all day running around kind of crazy. Just shook everything down right there. I want to talk to you today about this saying that I hear get thrown around a lot, and I see a lot online in a lot of these different videos. And I think it's overwhelmingly positive, but it can be frustrating, I feel, sometimes. I know it was frustrating for me when I was kind of in a low place and I was hearing it. And it's this phrase everyone just throws around all the time. Oh, work on yourself, improve yourself, invest in yourself. Yeah, of course. I mean, why wouldn't you, right? When you're feeling like quote unquote shit, and you're feeling low, and something bad's going on in life, whatever that may be, breakups or losing business ventures, or you lost your job, or family problems, fights with your siblings, whatever it is. The first thing that a lot of people say is like, focus on yourself, work on yourself. But when you're really feeling low, that doesn't mean anything to you. If I tell you right now, oh, go work on yourself, in the concept of what that means, like, okay, well, yeah, I need to go improve myself somehow, but you don't know how, right? And that is something that I feel like it can be very frustrating, was very frustrating for me. I sat on this thought for like weeks at one point, trying to figure out like, where do I start? What do I begin with? I don't know. I'm a very pragmatic person, and I want to see a problem and fix it. And obviously the world doesn't always work that way. It's not that simple. But I wanted to work on myself, but I didn't know how, and so I kind of struggled for a time trying to figure that out. And by no means do I have this shit completely figured out, guys. Full transparency, I'm still working on it every day. So the whole point of this channel, point of all this is I'm here with you, man. I'm hanging with you, and I'm working on myself just like I want you guys to be working on yourself. Like, we support each other. That's the goal. But what I want to do, give you some tips on this. It's things that I found helpful for me in terms of working on yourself and where to start, okay? And you're going to hear like, oh, read this book, read that book, go out for a walk, go to the gym, go start a hobby, all these different things. And that's all super important. You should definitely do those things, okay? And depending on whatever you're working on, that can vary. But the thing for me that really, the moment where it flipped around, where I went from feeling lost in how to work on myself and how to improve myself, to that switch of, oh shit, yeah, I do know how to work on myself. I can do this, I can do that. It was the moment, and again, this is hard and this will take time, is the moment you can find, and it's going to sound, again, cliche, the moment you can find your purpose, the moment you can find something that you absolutely love, that you're passionate about, that you care about, right? That is fulfilling to you. So for me, a lot of it was starting this channel, starting the social media, the clothing company that's coming down the line. Oops, spoiler. It's not out yet, but it will be. The minute that I could start focusing on that, everything else kind of started snowballing on it. Now, it wasn't the very first thing I thought about. Like I was reading a lot, doing all those other things I mentioned. But the minute I found that purpose, that fulfillment, that like accomplishment, suddenly everything changed. and again, I'm still working on things, but for me, it's helping people. I mentioned in my other videos, I'm a nurse anesthetist. I work in the hospital. I take care of sick patients all the time. And I've always wanted to help people. And the more I find in my life that I get away from that, the more unhappy I become. And the minute, again, I start flipping it around, it's like everything just kind of starts to make more sense. I start to feel better about myself. I start to feel more satisfied with the things I'm doing every day, in and out. This leads me to a very important point, and I had to learn this the hard way. And it's cliche, but it's very true. Money is not everything, okay? You're gonna have a lot of people that'll go out there tell you these like hard-nosed coaches that, yeah, you need to fucking go make some money, dude, produce. And I agree, you should produce, you should work hard, but don't let it ruin, all the other areas of your life. Don't let it consume you to the point where you become unhappy and you think that money is the only way that's going to make you happy. I've been there, and I suffered for it, and I just want to tell you guys, like, money's important, and you should go out and you should work your ass off, and do the best you can possibly do at whatever career it is that you do. But you need to find something that takes you to another level, that takes you to another stratosphere for your own personal self-fulfillment. Because when you do that, you're going to have better relationships, with your friends, your family, your partner. Your internal conversations that you have are gonna completely change. The self-talk you'll find will change. You'll have a new perspective on things. And one of my recent Instagram posts is about this book by Mark Manson called The Subtle Art of Not Giving a Fuck. And this is kind of in conjunction with that to an extent. When you worry too much about the bullshit, you let the bullshit start affecting your life, and you let it start ruining all the good things that you have. It's life is so much better when you just are happy and you're doing what you want. And I know you gotta work, okay? You gotta do your shit, take care of your stuff, okay? But at the end of the day, you gotta know what's important to you. You gotta know what drives you, because that's what's gonna make life worth living, period. So it's a very roundabout way for me getting to the point of this, like, how to work on yourself thing. And maybe it doesn't make sense to everyone, but for me, that did it, and so in conjunction with all of the things, the books, whatever, the exercise and all the stuff that, stuff I'm doing too. But search out your purpose. Search out your fire that you have. And the minute you have that, I promise you'll everything else will start flourishing around that. All right, guys, that's it. As I say, every time I do one of these videos, improve yourself every day. Grind it out. The North remembers. And that's it for today. Okay, guys? So, combate.